Welcome back to the Viper's Pit. This is Pit Viper 327, and I'm coming to you from my vehicle. And $733 later, I got it back, and it's running again. And I want to give a shout out to my brother and my cousin out there. I'm not going to mention their names because you guys know who you are, anyways. Thank you for the help as well. And I'd like to give a shout out to Steven all the way out from the other cross side of the pond. Thank you as well for the help. And another person by the name of Imiko. Thank you for the help as well. And a shout out to Victus Videos for the emotional support that you've given me as well. And of course, for my girlfriend, going through the thick and thin along with me here and there. And anybody else that's been out there trying to offer their prayers, I appreciate that, as well as, the support that I've gotten. Like I said, I got the car back, and it's running okay again, and I'm still going to be looking into another vehicle, so I'll be doing that, and of course, saving up what I can as well in the meantime, and I'm just going to be babying the current one I have right now, which means I'm not going to be running around like before. And, it's a 21-year-old vehicle, probably 22 by now. So, yeah. Ford Expeditions, yeah. They have a notorious thing for popping out spark plugs. And that is not cool. Not cool at all. So, yeah, and that was a very, 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 very bad nightmare that my girlfriend and I got into with it. And waiting because of Midas. $733 at Midas. And that was not fun. So, right, at least letting you guys know that we're okay now. And, yeah, we are back in the vehicle again. So, at this point in time, just trying to take it easy. Right now, parked at a laundromat doing laundry as we speak. So, I'm not going to keep everybody on too long for this, but like I said, for those of you that were able to help, thank you. We appreciate it. And, if you still feel like helping us out, the GoFundMe page is still up, and I'll keep it up for a while. Also, there's other things I'd like to say as well as, when people are homeless and they're not like some other homeless that are aggressive and whatnot, that are just, have their heads together, unlike some that, we've come across that have mental issues or substance abuse issues or alcoholic issues and what like that. And the thing is, you know, people nowadays aren't being nice to people anymore. I've noticed that some people dropped on my Instagram when I made this announcement. And, to me, it's like you turn your backs on someone like that, not even just to acknowledge them. That's not nice. And it's easier to do online than in person because all you guys do walk by them and pretty much just not pay attention to them. But no, the thing is, there are people that are really homeless that are like myself and my girlfriend, that it's due to economics and also being priced out of housing. And that's what it's like in California, being priced out. So it's very difficult. And the state of California here, especially up in the Sacramento area, yeah, we have little tiny homes and stuff like that, but nobody could get into them. And the city won't do a thing about it. They're just building it and just basically pocketing the money. That's just my assumption that they're doing. But while on the outside of the fences, I mean, there's homeless encampments, just around those fences of those tiny homes, but nothing's been budging. And these things were built since last year. Last year. I mean, we would have liked to have gone into one, but no, it hasn't happened. And that's something that's not cool. next thing I have to say about that is that for those of you that that have been sticking around with me through Instagram as well as YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it. And those of you guys out there that know about my kidney problems and whatnot, I do appreciate your support on that, and I really, really, really do, because being on kidney dialysis is not really a fun thing, especially when you are in a car. And that's the thing. My car is my home. And, and what I do on the side, which is actually fixing up G.I. Joes, customizing here and there when I get the opportunity to do so, is because it helps me, keep calm. It keeps me focused. It gives me something to do rather than just going out on the streets, looking depressed and whatnot every single day, wondering what to do next and whatnot. I mean, no, I can't function like that. No, I mean, I can't be like the person out there that that's has to be wandering around, because it's not a good feeling of being walking around aimlessly and trying just to feel like you're just only existing. There's more to it than a person's life. Some of you out there are probably going through that. But the thing is, try to keep focused on something. Try to, you got to have hope. And I was nearly losing my hope because of this incident. But it's been restored. So, but the thing is, we all can't do this all alone, because we all are in it together. And here's the thing: those of you that actually are negative about homelessness and whatnot, and turn your backs on people like that, there may be a day that you may lose your job. There may be a day that something critical can happen. Maybe a medical condition, because I know the medical condition was what got me, and that's what it is. I mean, I had to lose parts of my foot because of what I've been going through, and I'll be making a little bit more videos about that later, explaining it. But for right now, I mean, that's just part of it. And medical conditions, financials, even breakups, things like that, divorces, death in the families, because people that were actually, supporting others, and then all of a sudden they die, and then of course they're out in the streets too. And that is something that is actually not a good thing either. The thing I'm trying to get at is that, if you're in denial about this, you can become homeless at any time, especially so in the state of California or anywhere else where it's really overpopulated and whatnot, or where you have all kinds of state regulations that stop people from actually living in a more economical sense, but yet, people are living out of their cars out here in California. Some of them are living in tents or under bridges and whatnot. We gotta let that stop somehow. It's gotta stop. But criminalizing homelessness isn't the answer. What? Give them a ticket and see what happens? Oh yeah, here's your ticket. No, that's not a solution. It's not. It's never going to be a solution. The main solution is we actually have to have some sort of affordable housing. And actually we need to get people back on track too. Not just to rent, but to actually try and help with ownership and responsibility of ownership as well. I mean, that's the thing. The government isn't helping at all, and they will not help, because the reason is we have too many greedy people that are in our government. And that's an unfortunate thing right now, is that we're feeding into the problems because we're not voting out these people that shouldn't belong there, that aren't going to help resolve these problems, because that is a major thing. I mean, we're also experiencing the fact that people are leaving California. And that has to do with the fact of it being skyrocketing prices. Governor that's basically a numbnut. Yes, I did say that he is a numbnut because he doesn't care. All he wants to do is line his pockets full of money so then that way he can just kick everybody to the curb and sell us out to maybe the Chinese or whoever else is under his pockets. So, yeah, you can say that, oh, you're being offensive because you blame the Chinese. I'm going, that means the Chinese communists that are actually in China, not Chinese Americans, because that's what they are. They are different because Chinese Americans love this country, not communist Chinese that don't love this country and don't speak English and won't adapt to our culture and our way of life. So that's the thing. And that's the other thing too is don't hate on Asian Americans because you see the thing is you're missing the point about it too, that they are Asian Americans because they were living here. They've gone through a lot as well. They actually should not be hated on because they are just as American as you, just as American as me. Because yes, I am Mexican American. So therefore, I have a culture there from Mexico. But yet I was born and raised here. So that means that yes, I too am an American. So let's all work together as Americans and figure out this problem and solve it and try to end this problem once and for all. So then that way we can actually live in a better world. This is all I have to say. That's my 2 cents. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll be getting back later to actually posting my fun stuff again, which is actually working on my customizations of toys or slight toy reviews and whatnot. So after I'm done posting this, I'm going to be posting a mail call for one of the things I got in the mail, not recently, because I couldn't get to it because since the car broke down exactly last week as of this day, which was Wednesday of last week. So, because it happened around when I was in dialysis last week. As you can see, I am a dialysis patient, and this is my fistula right there. So that's where they siphon me out, so then that way they can clean out my insides and outsides and whatnot. So, some of you guys know the routine. If you're on dialysis, give me a thumbs up out there if you are. Or if you actually have chronic kidney disease, give me a thumb up out there on the comments. Also, give me a thumbs up too if you actually have high blood pressure as well as diabetes. Because, I like to continue on talking about this on my shorts on occasion, so then that way help you guys out with a little bit of awareness. So remember, we're all in this together. Stay positive. I know I'm trying. I'm going to do my best. Actually, like my girlfriend tries to act like Yoda at times, do or do not. There is no try, but don't eat the donut. We'll talk later. Thank you very much for listening to me and all my other babbling. Have a good day, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And let's make life a lot better for everybody and not put everybody down. Have a good one. Goodbye.